Alright guys, so damn, look at my bald ass fucking tire. Anyways, got a huge day today. I already got the cars on the jacks because I'm already pretty excited, but I got a set of coilovers from this guy that I work with. They are Raceline Ultimos, but I mean, I got them for 250 bucks, so pretty good if you ask me. For some reason, when he bought them though, he didn't get the shocks for the rears, so I'm just gonna have to use stock shocks for now, which is okay. I don't really care. But yeah, we're just gonna. Taking these off is super easy. The back, honestly, not having to replace the shock in the rear made our lives so much easier. But I mean, even taking off the shock isn't even that hard, but still, it's like one less step to worry about. I'm open the hood because we're gonna need to do some stuff up here too.
Let's take the wheel off then.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we got the wheel off. We got the coilover right here, and the stock assembly. Honestly, putting coilovers in this car is extremely fucking easy. Literally, there's this bolt right here holding the shock to the knuckle, or the whatever this is. It usually on mine for some reason they're not connected, but these brake lines are going to be in these little notches and whatnot. You just take those off. You undo this bolt, and then you undo the bolt. I can't see this one right here, and then that is really it. But first, you want to take this one off first, and then make sure you get the shock out of this little thing first before you take the one on the top. Because if you take that one off too, it's just going to come down with it, and you're not going to be able to get it off here. Also, this is a pinch mount, and everyone recommends that you use the strut spreader, but I don't think we have one. So what I'm just going to try to do is just stomp on it and see if that makes it come off. And if not, a really thick flathead will probably work too. We can just wedge it in there and spread it apart a little. So honestly, the front ones are actually harder than the rear, and even though these ones aren't that difficult, it's just getting off the old hardware is really the hardest part. So, and obviously, as you can tell, mine are extremely crusty, so I'm probably I might try to find some WD-40 and spray it with it for a while, and then yeah, that'll be good. But literally, it's just two things you really need to take off. That's it. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can try to get that off. Alright guys, so I got the nut off for this bolt. It actually came off a lot fucking easier than I thought. Because looking at how crusty it is, I thought I was gonna put up a really good fight, but no, this came off really easy. By the way, it's an 18 millimeter. I'm using a 18 impact and an 18 ratchet to take it off. But now though, to get the bolt off, you are gonna need to spread the pinch mount a little bit so you can actually get it out. And then once you get the bolt out, you can just slide the shock off over this. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to find a tool that I can use to mimic a strut spreader, and then I'll go ahead and take this out. All right, so I kind of took a little bit from the front because I still can't figure out that thing. So we kind of started on the rear already. We took out the stock spring, which is fucking enormous. But the rear is so much easier than the front, and since we don't have to take off the shock, a little bit of things are not needed to be worried about. So right now, Leo's putting in that socket that Leo was putting the bolt on. That's literally the only thing you have to undo. And then you push this whole thing down, and then take the stock spring out, and then put the perch for the new spring in, and then the spring on top of that, and then you're bushing on the top of the spring, and then that's it. All right, guys. So it's super early right now. I actually don't know what fucking time it is, but it's early. Still kind of tired. Yesterday, while we were trying to do the front left coilover, we ran into a lot of fucking problems. And the guy who sold me the coilovers was, awesome enough to come and help. So say thanks so much to him. I didn't really record it because I never really asked him if he was okay with me recording, so I just didn't want to get the camera all up in his face and everything. But as you can see here, the right side is completely finished. It looks really nice, honestly. It's at the perfect height that I want it, or at least for static. I'd want to go lower, but I ain't trying to scrape and shit everywhere, so I'm just gonna have to wait for the bags to do that. But yeah, we were able to get them off.
the front. Okay, so the back was super easy. Let me tell you why we struggled with the front. So the shock wouldn't come off of the pinch mount on the knuckle, and we don't have a strut spreader, or we didn't have one yesterday. We tried all kinds of different shit to get it open. Nothing worked. We called over the guy. He tried to help out too, and even he couldn't get it off either. So we ended up taking everything apart. Like, we had to take the caliper off, we took the brake rod off, we pretty much took everything out just to get the fucking strut to come off. There was a point when we were trying to get the CV axle out of the wheel hub, so we used a socket to try to bang it out, but that socket got stuck in there, and that socket got stuck in there for a really long time, and we were actually still able to get it out. But you know, we got it out. We got the stock one out, and then as you can see, we put the new one in. So yeah, my car right now is sitting lopsided as fuck. As you can see, the sides are already pretty like decently looking. But right here, we got shit tons of wheel gaps still. You know, maybe not that much in the rear, but the front, definitely for sure. But yeah, today we're gonna be smart about it. And you know, the reason why we didn't use a strut spreader was because we actually went to AutoZone and asked if they had any, and they didn't. So, and the guy who was helping us out yesterday, he was saying, yeah, AutoZone's kind of shit like that. He said that he went to O'Reilly's instead, and they had all this stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go over to O'Reilly's and see if they got a strut spreader that we can rent out or something, or even fucking buy. I don't know. But yeah, that's my plan for today. Right now, Leo's still sleeping, I think. So, and I'm not risking driving this all the way, because I'm not risking driving this all the way at AutoZone like this, because the alignment screw that holds in the rotor, you know, that screw that kind of lines it up with everything, that broke yesterday. So I need to go to like the junkyard and pick one up at some point. But I don't really want to drive all the way to O'Reilly's, one, with that screw broken, and two, with the whole car being lopsided like this.
Alright guys, so as I said in previous clips, the rear is extremely easy. Since I only have the spring, I only have to worry about this, but the disassembly is still kind of the same for the first part. You have to undo this that holds in the shock to the whole cross member, and then you would pull this down, because the spring isn't bolted onto anything. It's just held in there by pressure. So if you undo that, you let everything drop, or you like we did yesterday, you let like someone stand on it and maybe bounce on it while the other person yanks it out. Or I don't know, it's probably possible to do it by yourself too, but that's how you take the spring off. And if you were to take the shock off, it's the same thing. You take this off, pull it down, take the spring off first, and then you go up here and you undo these two bolts. That's literally it. The rear is extremely easy, but this is all that I had to worry about. So like I said, it's extremely easy, and you know. Alright guys, so I got the bolts off, as you can see, and now this is just dangling off. Basically now, at this point, I just gotta somehow manage to like jump on this or something and pull the spring outwards at the same time. So we'll see how that goes. Spring's out. Let me just let you guys look at the size difference, honestly. Like, the spring is literally just half the size of the OEM spring. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, I have this set to the same height as the other side, so this should be good. When you put the this thing in there, you're just gonna want to put it where the original spring used to sit. So just in here, like that, and then you're gonna have your washer and your nut, or your bolt, I mean, and I'm just gonna like go under here and tighten that. And then you want to make sure that this plastic thing is facing upwards like this, and you put it on top of everything else, and the spring can sit in there. And then over here with your OEM spring, you're going to want to take this rubber bushing off and then put it onto your new spring. Alright guys, so I got everything all tightened down, I got everything all put in, everything sits nice, and that's going to be it for the rear. Like I said, super fucking easy, extremely easy. We can just go ahead and put the wheel on now. You can get it done so quick, honestly. Like, I'm
surprised how easy my bolts came off, you know, being a 2001 and being pretty fucking rusty. You know, everything's coming off pretty easy. This whole thing was pretty smooth, aside from that thing that I told you with the front right wheel. Well, that's the rear done. Now we got to do the front. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and wait until Leo is awake so I can go ahead and do that, because I need to go get the strut spreader from O'Reilly's. For now, though, I can get some of the things undone. The only thing I really need is the strut spreader to get the shock off, but for now, I can get the stretch bolts off. Alright, so since I'm here, I figured I might as well show you guys what I was talking about before with the alignment screw. It's this screw that's right here. This broke off on the other side, so I just need to go get another screw. I could probably find one actually somewhere here, but you know, I could also just go to the junkyard and get one. Alright guys, so I got the stretch bolt off. As you can see, it's an 18 millimeter, and like I said, it is a stretch bolt, and what that means is that when you torque it down, it'll actually become longer. It'll stretch out and it'll be longer than it used to be. So that's why people recommend that you replace it with a new OEM one. But if you can't, or if you don't want to, I say you could still use thread locker, and that would work just great. That's what I'm gonna do. And over here, if we look at the shock, I got all the wires and stuff disconnected. Like I said, the stretch bolt is off. So the only thing that's left is to get a strut spreader, spread open this pinch mount, and then the shock will slide right out, and then we can work on the stuff on the top. Because I actually need to show you guys, there's some things that you need to reuse from the OEM shocks to put on the new coilovers. So yeah, this one came off so much fucking easier than the other side. We got it off, it's all empty. We're using spring compressors to take the stuff on here that we need for the coilover. Also, I bought a new filter. Where's my old? Oh yeah, here's my old filter, guys. So I got a new filter. This one's my fucking old one.
Look at that fucking
Super crusty. It's a crustacean, that's what it is. You guys aren't gonna believe this, but this used to be blue.
Look at the inside.
Yeah, if we look at the inside, yeah, you guys could probably see it, but yeah, it used to be blue.
That's great.
But so yeah, I got this really nice Spectre intake or filter. So hopefully,
Spectre's the best brand.
true. So when you compress your spring, this thing's gonna be on there, and all of this is gonna be on there. You just use vice grips to squeeze the piston so that shit doesn't spin, and then you take all these off. You're gonna need these for the coilovers. Here, there's the little top thing. You put this on here like that. Put this on here like that. Put this on here like that. Okay guys, so when this shit happens and your socket gets stuck on here, that's how you take it off. There you go. Alright, back to work. There you go.
Yes.
That's an idiot.
Piece of fucking shit. Knock it out. God damn it.
It's almost out. Oh my gosh, got stuck again.
This thing's a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Fuck it out.
Keeps happening. You gotta keep
Stop
pushing
it. I know I'm trying, but the thing is that this thing's so fucking.
There you go.
Yes.
Finally. The other one's still not off.
Is it not?
It's loosened, but like,
swear to God.
you don't have to impact it anymore. Well, I mean, you know, there we go. All right, stock spring.
Bitch.
So, as you can see, this is literally so much bigger. And okay, this is the helper spring. So this actually doesn't really do anything like suspension wise. This is the real spring. Look at this fucking size difference.
So much weight.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
This is fucking like the stock rears were like double the size of this one, but this is like a third. Fuck, that's so much like smaller, honestly. And it's so much like cleaner looking, honestly, because like, you know how these are so fat and huge, like this is just so much slimmer and nicer looking. Honestly. So we got all the coilovers in and everything. We're about to drop the other side. Alright, let's check this here. Oh.
Is that stock right?
No. Oh, dude, that looks like so much nicer now. It looks nice, dude.
It really does.
I really like this.
Well, let's check out that camber though.
Yeah, I need to refill that tire actually because
Yeah, that one's fucking flat as hell.
I got a nail in it. This is slow leak.
You got a pretty good amount of negative camber though.
Yeah.
These coilovers took almost a day, but it was a success.
Yeah. Yesterday was such a fucking pain. The other one, like I said, we had so much struggles with it, but this one came out so easy because we think it's already been replaced because there was markings on it that, you know, when you buy things at junkyards,
Junkyard markings.
They'll like mark the things and it had that. So these ones are not as crusty as the other side, but honestly, for now, this is really nice. Honestly,
It really is.
I can't wait to see how it drives. We're still not completely finished because, like I said, the alignment screw on the other side broke, and we need to get another one of those because it's kind of sketchy to drive around like that. All right, guys, so got everything in. We found a screw that's the exact size that fits inside of there, so we fixed the set screw. But honestly, God, like, this is so much nicer than before. Like, especially when you look at it specifically from right here, you can really tell that it's lowered. It's really cool. I'm probably going to go ahead and put the before and after pics over the video right now just so you guys can really see the difference, because there is a huge difference, especially in the front. Because stock ride height, there was huge amounts of fucking tire gap. But, yeah. This is the rear spring. And then the front spring. So, do you approve?
It is Angel certified.
Like Angel, like, yeah, he has coilovers on, but Angel didn't want to go for a stance, so that's why he didn't.
It like 2 inches.
Yeah, so he didn't slam his car. That's why he still got pretty mean amounts of tire gap. Like
I
to me, like to
lower it a
me,
little bit more.
yeah, because to me, like, this is too much. But like,
I want to lower it like maybe 1 or 2 inches more.
you should honestly, it'd probably look a lot nicer.
Yeah, I just want to get new wheels first.
Or just lower the front more, because the way that the fender's shaped on the back, it looks like there's less tire gap.
Right.
So
I just noticed that.
and plus it would have a pretty mean looking rake, so it'd look pretty cool. But yeah, and then Leo's still on stock height, but it still looks pretty good. Anyways, yeah, this was sick. I hope you guys like this, because I know I fucking did. I'm so glad. It's okay. So originally my plan was I was just gonna go straight to bags instead of getting coilovers and then bags. But when that guy at my work was selling these for $250, I was like, I can't pass up that offer. These are worth, I think, 400. When he bought them, they were 450 new, and I got them for 250. So that's awesome. And they were only on his Jetta for 1,000 miles because he had them on the car for a month, and then he upgraded to bags. So
I think you should be fine just as long as you don't do reckless shit with these coilovers.
no, I mean, yeah, like I'm. This is honestly, like I said, my car's not gonna be like a race car or anything,
Right.
so it's just gonna, yeah. And then for now, the back's gonna be pretty bouncy because I still have the stock shocks, but in the future,
Oh yeah.
yeah, pretty bouncy. But later on, I'm gonna be buying a set of Koni shocks for the rear, so those are gonna be pretty good.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and but I mean, the back is so much easier to take off, honestly, than the front. There's no pinch mounts or bullshit like that, and so literally it's just the impact and that's it. It's super easy to get the stuff on the back off, but the front is just a pain. You just gotta have the right tools. We had a huge struggle with this one. The other side, we were able to get it off because it was slightly less crusty, because, like I said, it looked like it was replaced before, and I kind of doused it in WD-40 for a while, and then I hopped on it, and then I was able to knock it loose. So
We also have to take off the sway bar end link.
yeah, that helps a lot, guys. If you take off the bolt holding on the shock, and also take off the sway bar end link, because if you do that, the control arm will just drop, and it'll give you so much room to move around.
You didn't even have to take off the whole end link, just
Just
the
the
end
bolt
that's connecting to the
to the shock.
yeah.
Yeah. So just literally just undo one bolt and it'll just all drop. But honestly, like, literally, this is extremely easy if you have the right tools. Like, if we had a strut spreader, this would have been done yesterday so quick, honestly. Like, because we were by the time this video goes up, I would have already uploaded the summer nights video for week 1, and yesterday was week 2, and we would have been able to go if we had a strut spreader, because literally the back is fucking, you get that done so quick, like 5 minutes max. The fronts, you can get it super done quick too, because everything is super easy. Like, all the bolts are so easy to take off. You just need a strut spreader. So if we did have a strut spreader, we probably would have finished the whole thing in maybe like 40-50 minutes, and then we still would have been able to go to the meet.
There's always next week, dude.
Yeah, we'll catch us at freaking Summer Nights week 3, dude. You'll be able to see the slammed Jetta now. Well, it's not really slammed, it's just lowered. But
Fucking low as hell.
yeah. I mean, I've said this before too. One of these days, for shits and giggles, I'm probably just gonna max out the coilover because. Yeah.
I can't fucking try
Yeah. So I don't know how far down. I didn't see how far down they were in the front, but I know at the rear, the little adjustable thingy to like adjust the ride height, it's not even a quarter. I think it's just about a quarter of the way down, if that. So I still got a lot of fucking room. If I did max it out, it'd probably be tucking, like the fender would probably be like up to here or some bullshit. It'd probably be fucking insane. So I would never dare ride it around like that. Like I said, I'd probably just do it one day for shits and giggles, be like, oh damn, it's so low, and then just put it back to normal. But
It would rub so hard.
oh yeah, dude. The tire would probably just be resting in the fender lining in there. So I probably wouldn't even be able to move it. So we put the coilovers all on. We're heading to the junkyard right now. Oh yeah, that squeaking is still there, by the way.
Oh, I don't know where that is.
You think it might
But
be
anyways.
the caliper?
It might be, maybe. But okay, right off the bat, it is stiffer. You can feel the bounciness more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can feel it, but it's not that bouncy.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Not yet.
It feels stock, to be honest.
Guys, do not listen to people when they say that race signs are shit. This is actually really nice.
Yeah.
I'm hitting all these bumps. One, I'm not rubbing. Two, my ass isn't getting fucking busted open. Like honestly, these are freaking.
I think it's just the durability people talk about.
I guess no, because people said that the ride quality was shit too. Dang, this is awesome. Honestly, people like, yeah, I know Race Signs is a bad name and it's kind of known as like that shit cheap like brand. And granted, I'm pretty sure like real coilovers probably actually do feel better than this. But honestly, this is still great. Like if you can't afford really good coilovers, this is still gonna be just fine. So if you guys have coilovers like that are Race Signs, you don't have to be ashamed of them or anything, because these are fucking great, honestly.
Yeah.
The Race Sign Ultimos are
Feels
fucking
better
awesome.
than Angel's.
What?
Well, I mean that's probably because like Angel has the preload set higher, the spring preload, because Angel's car does feel stiffer than this. I'll tell you that.
A lot
And even
stiffer.
On the stock shocks, they were saying that it was gonna like the back was gonna be really bouncy, but it really isn't even that bouncy.
Dude, I say keep it like this.
I like this, yeah. All right, well, I think that's good. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What is that? That was fucking.
That's gross.
I'm
That was
embarrassed.
fucking gnarly.
What the fuck? I actually want that. I want to have it as a joke. It's hilarious.
It embarrassed me a little.
That reminded me of Fast and the Furious. God damn
Dude,
it.
when I get on it, the car like rocks a lot less.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you'll go like, and then the back will go down. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the
A lot
squat.
less weight
The
The
transfer.
squat, yeah. It does it a lot less now.
Fucking dope, dude.
Still, guys, this is awesome. Get coilovers. I recommend it.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, rep the set, gotta rep the set, chase a chick, never chase a bitch.
Just gonna end it off on this fucking looks so sick. If you have a Jetta and you're not thinking of bags, definitely get coilovers. Even like don't even get lowering springs, just get coilovers, because lowering springs are honestly kind of a scam. Just get coilovers. But yeah, anyways, get coilovers on your Jetta. See you guys. Oh